Okay, now this joint, we've got this corner joint nice and tight. I had to fit it to this corner. There's a slight curve because the tile lays back just about 3/16 of an inch from top to bottom, but it all flows, and that's the key when your wall is off and you're leveling. You want to make sure if it's not perfectly straight and level that it all flows so it will blend. Well, this is where it shows up. It catches up with you. And so you have to make the adjustments here on your tile. And as long as everything's tight and smooth, straight and even, it all flows together. That's what matters. I'm going to show you this joint and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, you see it's nice and tight. I was having trouble here. And so that's what you want, a nice tight corner. All right. I can silicone that. Maybe put in some grout, then silicone it if not much is going to fit. Nonetheless, but it's all sealed real well. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a pattern because I'm going to show you that process. Okay, so I've got this marked, got the T for top joint. I could have just a J sitting there, but this is just for teaching purposes at the moment. Okay, so then we'll go out and get this laid out. Okay, now I've got this sitting on top of the tile. I'm going to fit it to, scribe it out of. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm just going to put a little mark here at the top so I know where the top is. Now I've pre-laid this one out. Okay, so you make your mark at the top. Then below that mark, I've put in my T. I've added my J for the joint. You can do right and left if you are, more comfortable with doing that. However, all right, but here I'm going to go wall. Well, that's sloppy. So we know where our wall is. We know where the joint is. We know where the top and the bottom falls in place. So next is scribing it out, and then the fun part, the challenge is cutting it exact. Okay, so we're here with the full tile. Okay. And so I've got the straight edge at the top, is the straight edge is at the top. Okay, the manufactured edge is here at the top. Okay, as you can see here. All right, so we get those level, we get those flush, straight and even. All right, we have our space going on over here. We've got just enough to get it marked here. All right, if we follow this. All right, so now we will hold this very carefully in place, and we will mark along this edge. All right. Now, we come across the bottom. That's what we don't want. Okay, that's an easy fix. That's all I have to do here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is now to solve this problem. It is an easy fix. All right, I'm getting this edge of this 1x. This is a piece of oak. All right, we're going to line this, bring this up straight with this edge here. All right, and that will stay as long as I keep this straight and even here. Alright, I can then mark this and it will maintain. Okay. Okay, and we got this nice edge now. Now if I bring this tile down to where, get this up here at the top, where we want it. Okay. You can see that that follows that tile really well. Okay. Now for cutting this tile. Okay, we're lined up with this blade, but you see I've got this wedged, and the wedge here basically creates the same taper in order to create a straight edge, straight line for the saw to cut on, because that's running at an angle, and that's why I'm using this wedge. So I've got it lined up with the blade, and then it comes back and it lines up down here and it's sighted in right down to this inner edge right here. You can see it right there. And so you see it's all, like, if you look straight down from the marker line straight down, you'll see this groove right here that my fingernail's in, and it's just to the outside edge of that. And that's what's going to allow this to cut straight, and that's the trick to that. Okay, now we're going to cut. Okay, that's how that's done. Now we've got this other cut, and it's more of a curve. It's not like a slight curve, actually, and that's going to be a little bit more challenging. But to show you, we're going to get that set up next. And this is I'm going to have to do this more freehand than anything. So this wedge here, I'm just going to put to the side there. And this I'm going to have to freehand, which is going to be fun. That's for sure. See the angle? There you go. Alright, got to freehand this one. This is going to be more challenging and more rewarding. Okay, well, this last piece of tile here in the corner, it's been somewhat challenging and rewarding all at the same time. But we've got another little issue. It's a little tight. Actually, it's real tight. But we're going to solve that dilemma. Okay, so what we do is, I want to show you, is this. All right, we're touching. We've got a gap here. Okay, so we're good. Here's where we're touching. So I need to remove the tile in this area right there. When I get this removed, it will fit really well. And then the floor tile, when I put it down, will cover it, and you'll never know there was a gap there. And so that's why, if you need to, You can always cut a little off the bottom, and nobody will ever see it. But I like to keep close tolerances if at all possible. It just really perfects your work and your skill, your craft. So, okay, a little short video. Once I get it installed, or as I'm installing it, we'll come back and see how it finishes out. Thank you, and thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed and you're just channel surfing here on YouTube, please subscribe. And I've got a variety of videos that you may enjoy. Food challenges, acrylic pouring. If you're not an artist and you like art, you might want to check out some of the acrylic pouring videos I have up here. And comment, tell me what you think. All right, appreciate it. Okay, well, here we are. We've got, as you can see, a nice tight fit here at the bottom now. As I've made an adjust for it. We're looking good. Okay, we're looking good here, and it's ready to, it's ready for the thin set and be put in place finally. See what I say, call success. And I'm going to show you the cut I made here at the bottom. You can see the right angle on it. Right in here you can see that slight upward cut. There you go. You can see where it slightly curves up and then back down and taking on the shape of the floor where it was touching in this area. All right. So there you have it. It's right in this area. If you look close, you should be able to see it. I see it. All right. So for what it's worth, there you go. And the next, I will be showing you the finished product. All right. Keep looking up and have a great day. God bless.